Chris. Welcome to Jonathan's retirement.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, my friend.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan Crowe, my friend, my brother, my compadre.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Am I gonna miss you?
Jonathan Crowe is leaving.
Retirement.
Your retirement.
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 Your retirement.
Jonathan Crowe came into my life 30 years ago. I vividly remember I'd been working for Focus 3 or 4 years, I guess, and Chuck Bolte was my boss, and Chuck came up to me and he said, man, there's this guy up in Canada that is a rock star, and we need to figure out a way to get him down here. And listened to some of this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he really is. I mean, this guy's amazing. We didn't have an opening for Odyssey at that point, but he's like, yeah, but if we can get him down here, you know, maybe if things take off, we can get him to come over to what we're doing. Because Jonathan was far and away the most qualified person for the job. I've been blessed to know him during that time, see the skill that he possessed, and then to, you know, be able to work with him on Odyssey for 20, how many years? 27 years?
23, 24.
Seems like 27. But rarely do you find somebody who has the skill and who has the heart and who has the vision for what you're doing. And Jonathan is the package. And I'm not just saying that because we're here. It is the truth. You have been an example to me through the years of someone who cares deeply about the mission that we do and about the people that work together. You have been an incredible servant. I mean, just there's so many people in this room who stayed with you guys. And I'm saying Jonathan, but it's both of you. I mean, both of you guys have made an incredible impact on this team. And we were just talking a few minutes ago how you have this intuitive spidey sense that you just figure out when somebody needs something and you volunteer to do it. And if we went from table to table, I bet we'd hear about 10 or so stories of different ways that you guys have done that. So we're not just going to miss you as an employee, we're going to miss having you around all the time. Your infectious humor, which, I mean, is, yeah, and we complement each other in their offness well, so. But, you know, it is a bittersweet time because I'm happy for you to be able to pull back a little bit. I mean, I think you know, we've said it many times that I hope that we have many more years of working in some capacity together. The other thing that you've done well is you've said it up front, I want to leave well, and you have done that impeccably well. You honored us by coming and saying, I'm thinking about doing this. You trusted me to hold your position when, you know, you were being vulnerable. And I thank you for trusting me. You've just been a good friend, a fabulous worker. So, I mean, I just want to thank you both. Obviously, this isn't we're never going to see you again. I hope we see a lot of you, and that's a blessing of being in the same neighborhood together, right? So, in addition to being coworkers, you're good friends. And we love you, and we want to honor you. You've been, your legacy will live for many, many, many years.
Hi, Jonathan. All these years of seeing you behind the glass and you doing this, I'm really going to miss that, really. Jonathan, thank you for all you've done to make Adventures in Odyssey so special. Your creativity just brought it to life. I don't know what we would do without you, or done without you, or gonna do without you. Well, you know it. Can you edit this out, somebody? I'm gonna miss you, Jonathan. Happy retirement. Have a great life, and Lord bless you and Joyce. And hopefully you'll be stopping by to say hi, right? Okay? All right. I love you. Mwah.
Dude, Congratulations on your retirement. You have had such an amazing career. Many would call it simply dizzying, and I would tend to agree. And dude, all I can say is that I hope your retirement is less dizzying than your career was. I hope you get a chance to at least just stop and smell the roses. Well, at least that's what you're doing. Congratulations, my friend. Take care.
Hi, Jonathan. This is Focus on the Fill. And I just want to join everybody else in wishing you the happiest of retirements after 30 years of brilliant sound design. And I also want to say to you from the bottom of my heart that you are the most I've ever worked with. And Detective Polehouse agrees. May God bless you, and may you have many wonderful takes to come before the end slate.
Hey, Jonathan, it's your buddy Jess Harnell, man, and I wanted to just reach out and say congratulations, man. You are retiring after almost 30 years at Focus. It has been such a joy to get to know you and work with you for all of that time. And for anybody else who happens to be watching, I do the voice of Wooten, and Jonathan is such a great engineer that basically the voice that I'm doing in the studio as Wooten sounds like this. Hey guys, it's me, Wooten. How are you? Oh, where's Penny? Sounds like that, but in Jonathan's capable hands, it ends up sounding like this. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Where's Penny? Oh my gosh. Okay, so you see, I don't know how he does his magic, but he does. Thanks, John. We all love and appreciate you very much, brother. All the best.
Hi, Jonathan. I just wanted to wish you a very happy retirement. It's been so much fun getting to know you through these years and you being our sound recordist for Adventures in Odyssey. And I just think you're amazingly talented. You've left quite a legacy behind you. And I just want to say congratulations. May God bless you in this new wonderful chapter of your life. Hope you get many calm days filled with sipping coffee, and we just love you so much, appreciation coming your way, and congratulations.
Hey Jonathan, Natalie Lander here. I heard you were retiring and I just want to wish you all the best. I hope you take a wonderful vacation to somewhere warm and tropical. In fact, that sounds like a really great idea. Maybe I should retire. Anyways, have a great retirement and we'll miss you. Bye!
Jonathan, Greg Jabara, I know I have not been a big part of the majority of your nearly 30 years, but I'm grateful for the fleeting tail end of your legacy. Thanks for keeping everything going so beautifully so I could be a part.
One good sign of a great engineer is when they suggest something and it's absolutely spot on, correct, right? How come I didn't think of that? If I had a nickel for every time you've done that, Jonathan, when I was there recording, I'd be rich. Okay, Jonathan, you will be sorely missed, and we all love you. Mwah! Bon voyage!
What key is this in?
This is in the key of Nissan.
Oh. You're right. Best wishes to Jonathan Crowe. Best wishes, take it.
The best Jonathan we know.
We go on and on, and on and on and on, and on and on and on and on and on and on, but our time's up.
Yeah. Happy retirement.
Well, a lot of it was already said, Jonathan, but I just wanted to point out a few things that is meaningful to Jonathan, to us, and what he brings to the team. And I brought this along, and I got it out of the folio room. We have this baton, and I can't really hand it to Jonathan because I'm not passing the baton to him, because he's actually passing it to us, right? It's handing off to us because he has been part of this team for so long, and he's contributed so much. But some things with Jonathan that... There you go. I feel better now, thank you. But there's some things about Jonathan and what he brings to this team that we're gonna miss, and that he is passing the baton, that now it's our chance to take it and run with it. The amount of shows you've done, and then the creativeness that you've put into each one, because you think about each one is a new thing. You walk in, you have a new palette that you're going to. You're looking at this and you're trying to paint a new picture every time and make it unique and exciting. And you've done that so many times. And to pass that off and to have, those of us that have been here and the guys that are coming on to be able to continue to do that, it's a challenge. But we really appreciate all that you've done with that. It's fun to see how much you really want to try something new. You always want to try something new, whether that's a new plugin that Nate's come up with or some other new way of doing something or just something to change up things. You always are excited about trying something new. And I hope that we can continue to do that so that we don't lose that originality of things. So thank you for always bringing that and questioning what we do and saying, is there another way to do it? I know that you can't sit still. So I know that you're going to be around. You're always going to be coming by us. Even Joyce talks about how much you still, even at home, you can't sit still. You're always out and about. I see you around the neighborhood. I see you somewhere. You can't sit still. So I have a belief that you are going to be around us continuing on. So I know that we're talking about retirement right now, and you won't be at Focus full time, but I know you're going to be around. And you will be truly missed on a daily basis. But I'm going to guess we'll see you driving through the parking lot a lot. And I think I was just sitting here while we were watching thinking, it's really interesting. In so many retirement parties, you would have stuck somebody up here in the front. We'd be honoring you up here. But you've always been so humble, and you've decided to you want to be in the back. I know that, and you have always shown that humble heart. And that's spoken a lot to me. It's spoken a lot to me in how you've, you just interact with people. The first time you meet them, you make them feel comfortable. People that you've known for a long time, you still ask all of us questions and try to find out what's going on with us. So, and Joyce, you have done so much too. I know that we don't talk about you as much in this whole setting, but you have really been part of this team. There's so many times that we've interacted with you, and we really appreciate you and how you've really held your whole family together and done so much, and we really appreciate who you are and what you've done for us as well.
Mr. Crowe, just thinking about your retirement, it makes me walk down memory lane. Like back, it must have been like 99, somewhere in there, when we were hanging out backstage on The Gladiator. You did such a good job on that movie, but getting to work together on that production, I just loved that. That was so... What's up? Oh, Jonathan Crowe. I thought you said Russell Crowe. Right. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I didn't think Russell could be that old. Yeah, so Jonathan, truly been an honor getting to work alongside you all these years, and all that I learned from you and that we learned together and the fun we had along the way. Just wish you the best as you transition into retirement. Happy retirement. And if you see Russell, tell him Rudy said hi, okay?
Hey Jonathan, I just wanted to say thank you for your many years of service to Adventures in Odyssey and Focus on the Family. You and Joyce have a well-earned retirement and years of relaxation ahead of you now. Just want to reassure you that no matter what happens, even if you don't remember us, we will never forget you.
I just shut that door. That's what that looks like when you're walking away from it. That door right back there. But anyway, I just wanted to take you out here to the Focus parking lot and kind of show you that even after retirement, Focus has got a new place for you to go. It's like look at that, there's like a nursing home right over there. Some old folks home. Happy retirement, buddy.
Well, Jonathan, I'm going to congratulate you on your time here at Focus on the Family and all the work that you put in on Adventures in Odyssey as a sound designer and how you helped create this show. Without you, I don't think we could have ever done what we did, making this show all that it is. It's because of you and what you did that we're able to impact so many kids. Okay, enough corporate speak. Honestly, Jonathan, we're really going to miss you. It's going to be tough not having you come in and sit on the couch here and be able to have conversations and just have you pop in the door every once in a while. But I'm sure I'll get to see you out on the trail And feel free to come in and talk with us here whenever you want to. You're welcome to come back and just visit.
Hey, Jonathan. Happy retirement. I just want to say a few words, literal words, because we haven't known each other for that long. So these words came to mind as a sort of first impression about you. The first one is humble. Very unassuming and yet quite talented. You are honest and truthful. You are generous and you are Canadian. You are also a remarkable wit, pun intended. You are pretty funny. Jonathan, I hope you enjoy retirement. I hope that we get to hang out some, that you come in, that I get to keep seeing you, get to know you better. And I just pray for you and Joyce that you guys really enjoy this next phase of life.
Hey Jonathan, I could make this really snarky and silly, but the fact of the matter is I'm really going to miss you on the Odyssey team. I remember early on when I joined the team, you and I spent a lot of nights, late nights, working together side by side on the 500th episode and inside the studio, and I was so impressed by your diligence and attention to detail and quality and how important it was for you to get those episodes right, so it really made an impression on me. But more importantly, what I remember is you personally and how generous and kind you've been to me. You invited me over for dinner multiple occasions, invited me to stay at your house for free for months at a time when I was between houses, and just a genuinely kind person. There's more people like that in the world. So thank you so much. I'm really going to miss you.
Hey, Jonathan. I am so glad to have gotten to get to know you these last couple of months. I'm just so grateful that we've had the chance to work together for these last few months. I know a few months in 30 years is just a small thing, but I am very grateful for it. Jonathan, you're leaving quite the legacy here with Adventures in Odyssey. Your joy, your knowledge, just the experiences that you bring are just amazing. So thank you for everything. Thank you for the conversations that we've gotten to have, and I look forward to many more. So congratulations on retirement, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. Congratulations on your retirement. Thanks for all you've done for Odyssey over the years, and I know you'll definitely be missed here. Hope you have a lot of fun in this next exciting chapter of life.
Hey, Jonathan. John Campbell here. I just wanted to tell you how much you mean to me. We've been friends and worked together for 25 plus years. It's been always a joy. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've just worked together, and it's been such a joy. I will miss you, I will miss working with you, but it's not the end of our relationship. So anyway, enjoy your retirement, enjoy your family, and just wanted to let you know how much I love you, and blessings to you.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Thank you so much for all your years of service to Focus and to Odyssey. You have been such an enormous asset, and I personally am so grateful for your cheerfulness and your humor in everything that you do. Hope you have a good retirement.
Hey Jonathan, Tyler Michael Smith here. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. You know, years ago, growing up listening to Odyssey every night as a kid, I never dreamed that one day I'd be working on episodes with you, so this has really been a treat for me. Thank you again for everything you've done, and I really hope you enjoy this time and are rewarded for all your hard work. So God bless. Thank you.
Jonathan, my friend, I want to thank you so much for everything that you've done. It's been a long haul, but I thank you for coming all the way down from Canada, sharing your incredible talent with us, for doing all the work that you've done on Adventures in Odyssey, for making it a better show. All of your stuff has made it so much better. And for teaching us how good production is supposed to sound. And I really appreciate your personal friendship, and I just wish you and your family all the best in retirement. May God bless you richly. I know you're not done yet. I know you're gonna do more videos and you're gonna do more audio stuff, and I look forward to seeing and hearing all that, especially in light of the stuff that you've already done. It's all been very, very good. And I am gonna miss you. And I hope that we'll see you when I'm in town. Hopefully, maybe you can come out to California and be part of the recording sessions again. Maybe periodically you can do that. But just have fun, relax. You've earned it. God bless you and your family. And we'll see you, okay? Please keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Jonathan always said what he felt. He didn't mince words, and there were a number of times in our time working together that he told me pretty much flat out, I didn't like your script. And I felt that way, but at this point I'm thinking, you know what, I was either wrong or he has changed significantly, because he's a really fun to be around. He's a fun-loving guy. He loves his life. He loves his job, and he's great to work with. But more than him being a really talented sound designer, he is just a good person. He is a really good person. He's selfless, and he's full of integrity, and that's the reason why we're gonna miss him. And Jonathan, congratulations on your retirement, and I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, so that was supposed to be the end of the video, but Dave sent his submission in late, so we're just gonna add that real quick, and then yeah, we'll hit play.
Okay, I'm so sorry that I waited to the last minute, but I'm running now to a meeting, and I cannot be late for that meeting, and I just don't want to forget or miss this opportunity to say thank you so much, Jonathan Crowe, for all you have done for Focus and for Adventures in Odyssey through the years. You are an amazing
That was superb, Zach. The video and what you all contributed to it, but you had to put it together, and you did a really masterful job. You can't help getting to this point, and at least I can't, and reflecting back on what brought me here. And you know how it is in your own life that when you have the advantage of having time, you can look back and you can see God's hand on your life and how he's moved. And you can't see that often when you're going through it. But now at this point, when I look back, I think, wow, God's hand was there, leading me here in a miraculous way. Let me just bore you with a couple illustrations of that. One was when I left high school. I come from a large family. There's 7 kids, and I'm the oldest. And my dad accepted a job 350 miles away from the city, London, Ontario, where we grew up. So they take off and leave me at 18 years old. And I remember the first night where I was on my own. I thought, okay, what am I going to eat now? And my dad liked a place in London called the Cove. It was an Italian restaurant. And so I thought, well, Dad likes that, I'll go get a pizza. And so I went and ordered a pizza. I never ordered a pizza in my life before. So the Italian brothers make their pizza for me, and they give it to me like this. And I go like this. I just put it on the side and walk out. I'm sure they thought I was an idiot. What an idiot is this? It doesn't look like a pizza anymore. It looks like a mud pie or something. So I had to learn some things there. But along with being on my own, you know, it would be nice to have some income. And there was circumstances, but I got offered a full-time job at an educational television station. And this station was a candy shop to me. They had the very best equipment for that time, 1973, and they offered me a full-time job out of high school, and they would have trained me doing audio. And you could see I'm on my own, the money would be nice, and just being in that kind of environment would be great. But there was something that didn't feel right to me. It just didn't feel right. So I made the tough decision. I had to phone them and say, I just thank you very much, but I can't take the job. Because I thought that if I'm going to do any schooling or anything like that, I'd better do it now or I'm not going to do it. So I ended up going to the community college and eventually took the radio and television arts program. And I always had in my mind I was headed towards television. That's where I was going. But circumstances there, I really fell in love with radio. And our instructor, Dave, back then, he was from the old days. You know, he remembered the audio dramas. He even had us do an assignment to do an audio drama back then. I didn't even finish the program, and I got offered a job at the local top 40 radio station as their production guy. I got another job at the highest rated radio station in Canada. And then eventually I left and moved on. But those jobs, and I'll tell you a little bit later, played a significant role in me standing here. So anyway, I went to Ottawa, which was about 350 miles away north of Toronto. And that's where I met Joyce, and we were married. I knew about Focus on the Family. I was tired of doing commercial radio and wanted to get into a Christian ministry. And I applied several times to Focus, and they sent me the daily broadcast and had me edit it. And they said, well, we have a hiring freeze. And then through another circumstance, somebody put me on to Chuck Bolte. And in 1989, I phoned him, and he had heard my stuff and so on, so he knew who it was. And he says to me, we don't have anything right now, but call me in 3 months. So I would mark it down and call him in 3 months. And then he said, okay, call me in 6 months. So I marked it on the calendar, and I called him in 6 months, and it was almost like, you again? And this went on, no kidding, for 2 years. 2 years. And
So you don't know is behind the scenes, he kept talking about you.
Yeah, see, I don't know that. I'm talking about how I didn't know, but there was a hand of God on that. And here's the letter that he wrote me in 1991, where he said, sorry, we don't have any openings, but I'm going to give your resume to Mike Trout. They might be looking for someone like you. And little did I know that what they were looking for at the time was someone who had major market radio production experience. And so I fit the bill, had that qualification. But it's not because they couldn't find an American with more talent than me or so on, but it was the criteria for the job that they couldn't find. You had to be a Christian, and the salary was pitifully low, even for a Canadian. But Joyce and I were in a position where we said, yeah, if you'll take care of that visa. And so Focus hired an attorney in LA who was an expert in Canadian U.S. law. And he went to bat, and they offered me the job, as I told you, in September 91, and it wasn't until February 92. That's how long this whole thing took. But the thing that I've been thinking about through all that is that if things had worked out in my timetable, we would have come. First of all, we would have probably moved to L.A., bought a house there only to find out that Focus was moving to Colorado Springs, because Chuck kept me calling because he knew Focus was going somewhere, but he didn't know where. And then the other thing that happened was we were able to adopt our 2 daughters. Andrea was 3 months old and Michelle was 2 years old, and they are blood sisters. So that happened all in that time, and almost just a few months after the girls were adopted, we got the call to go to Focus. And get this, the person I was dealing with at Focus was Bobby Valentine. And it wasn't text, it was, what was it back in those days, George? It was
Telegraph?
Telegraph, yeah. Yeah, it was Morse code. By Morse code, she said, we have your visa, come. And you know what day it was? Bobby Valentine, Valentine's Day, 1992. And she said, come. Which brings me to this stage of life. It is stepping out again. There's a curve. I don't know where it's going to go. And it's frightening in some ways, you know. But when I think back on those things, I think God was behind it, even when I couldn't see it happening. And so that encourages me looking forward. And I hope that it encourages you too, because we all go through these things, right? You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much.
Father God, I thank you for these two wonderful people that you've intersected our lives with. So perfect together. They've just rounded out our team so well.
Jesus, none of us have been through retirement before, but I imagine there might be some things that they don't expect, maybe some not so great things. And so if there anything that comes up that might be a little more challenging or where they question or the adjustment isn't what they expected, I just pray that you would help them through those stages as well, that you would help it to be smooth, just enjoyable, but really just feeling you right there the whole time.
God, I'm just so grateful for Jonathan and the conversations we've been able to have. No matter what he has been working on, the door has been just opened and the conversation has just been so joyful and so fun and just life-giving, Lord.
I also thank you, God, for just Jonathan's example to me of just not taking yourself too seriously. I think the times I've laughed till I cried at work have just about always included something crazy Jonathan said or done. And I'm going to miss that. And thanks for your lesson on how to just be who you are, that you've taught me through him.
I pray they would enjoy one another, that this season would also just bring them closer together even, and that you would just give them joy.
I'm grateful for their work, their heart, their love for you, Lord, and how infectious that is, how it spills out into the way that they love people and care for people.
Even now, I'm reminded of a story of there was a guy walking outside Focus that was a stranger, and Jonathan, I think, stopped and talked to him, and that guy ended up staying at their house, I think, that night. Lord, just the giving nature that they have, the willingness to host people, the willingness to really show who you are through the actions they have.
And I'm just so grateful for how faithful, I can't think of a better way to put it, but how faithful they have been to just allow who you made them to be to come out and bless all of us so much.
And how Jonathan just continued to emphasize how important it was to glorify you in this show. Help us to take that legacy and to continue to touch lives just the way he has.
We don't know how this show impacts lives. We hear little bits and pieces, Lord, but we know that the work that you've had us do really has ministered to people. And I pray that we can continue to glorify you through what it is that we do. So Lord, as Jonathan and Joyce step out, we just pray that you will guide each step they take. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.